Namaskaram. Good evening. Welcome on India's 70th Independence Day celebrations, and welcome to the thematic festival of Natyarangam 2017 Thyaga Bharatham. We will start the evening's meeting with prayer rendered by K.P. Rakesh, Sri Sudarshini, Vishnu Priya Rangarajan, and Vishwajit Vinod Kumar. Please remain seated.
Vande Mataram Sujalam Subhalam Malayaj Shitalam Sasya Shamalam Mataram Vande Mataram Shubhra Jyotsna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini Sukhadam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram
May I request the Secretary, Narada Gana Sabha, Sri Hari Shankar, to present mementos to the four singers, K.P. Rakesh, Sri Sudarshini, Vishnu Priya Rangarajan, and Vishwajit Vinod Kumar. They're all from Kalakshetra. I now request the President, Narada Gana Sabha, Sri R. Krishnamoorthy, to honor our Chief Guest, Sri R.K. Raghavan, with a garland and shawl. May I request Sri Krishnamoorthy to give us his welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before I formally welcome the guests here, let me extend to you my happy Independence Day greetings. This is the 71st year of our independence. We have completed 70 years after having attained independence. Some of us were small kids, some of us are students, some of us were not even born. 70 years has passed by, and you know we have made a lot of progress, and we are yet to make some more progress, many more things to come. Let us all hope and pray that we will be living in a much better India than what it was when we got the independence. Coming to the main item of the agenda to make a welcome speech, First of all, I must tell you what the program is about, Natyarangam. The dance wing of the Narada Sabha Trust was launched in September 1995 for the first time by our visionary secretary, late Mr. Krishnamoorthy, R. Krishnamoorthy, a senior advocate, a person who was totally dedicated to the service of the Sabha. For the last several years, from the time of the inception of the Sabha, he was totally dedicated to the service of the Sabha. Unfortunately, he is not with us, but his services are being continued, and his illustrious son and Mr. Mohan Srinivas are continuing the good work done by him and his brother. He was very keen to provide a platform to our young artists, talented young dancers of proven merit, and to create awareness in the audience regarding the various aspects of dance. For the past 22 years, Natyarangam has been organizing monthly programs, lecture demonstrations, annual dance camps at Thyaga village, and conducting thematic festivals. The Bharati Anchali program is conducted as homage to Mahakavi Subramanya Bharati every year under the Thyaga Bharatham outreach project. Natyarangam organizes dance performances in schools, colleges, orphanages, old age homes, villages, tsunami hit hamlets, art exhibitions, etc. Under the stewardship of Srimati Sujata Vijay Raghavan, the Natyarangam committee has been able to put together various such innovative programs and projects for the past 22 years very successfully. Natyarangam has thus made a significant contribution for the development of Bharatanatyam, art form. Apart from the Natyarangam committee, I have to thank all the great dance gurus who have very generously contributed their time and effort whenever we approach them for their help. I would like to specifically thank Professor C.V. Chandrasekhar and Guru Sri Dhananjayan and his beloved wife for guiding us with this annual camp, dance camp. This year, we are happy to have with us my esteemed friend, and many of you are very familiar with him, Mr. R.K. Raghavan, former director of the CBI, an IPS officer of 1963 cadre to inaugurate the festival. He has been the Director General of Police in this state. He has been connected to the various organizations connected to the police. And he has been a Director of Vigilance and Anti-Corruption for over 6 years in Tamil Nadu, a very, very record-breaking event, and whom I knew very personally when I was holding a law office. I extend a warm welcome to him. Mr. Raghavan has an MA in Politics and Public Administration from the Madras University, an MS in Crime Justice from Temple University, Philadelphia, and a PhD in Political Science. He was a visiting fellow at Rutgers University and Harvard Law School. Sri Raghavan was the Director General of Tamil Nadu State Vigilance Director for 6 years from 1963 to 1999. In his 15 years stint with the Intelligence Bureau, he was posted to Shillong, Delhi, and Chennai. Sri Raghavan became the 19th CBI Director in 1999. He headed Interpol in India and set up India's first cybercrime investigation cell. He also was the corporate security advisor with Tata Consultancy Services. Mrs. Raghavan has been involved in the investigation of several high-profile and sensitive cases and was specifically appointed by the Supreme Court to head the special investigation team that probed the 2002 Gujarat riots. He is a sportsman and especially interested in cricket and tennis. He is also a keen quizzer and patron of fine arts. We are fortunate to have him here today to inaugurate this year's festival, which is a tribute to our martyrs of freedom struggle. On this occasion, of this 71st Independence Day. This year we will be honoring senior dance guru Srimati Radha Sridhar from Bangalore. We will be honoring her for the yeoman service she has rendered for the art as a dancer and also dance guru of great repute. We thank you, madam, for coming down to Chennai in person to receive this award, and we are deeply touched and honored by your presence. We'll be also honoring, conferring Gobul Reddy Endowment Award for the senior dancer on Sri Satyanarayana Raju, the Vasanta Lakshmi Narasimhacharya Endowment Award for emerging talent on Miss Apurva Jayaraman, and Sudha Rani Raghupati Endowment Award for dance accompaniment to J.B. Shruti Sagar. We welcome all the artists and awardees for their introductions. Their introductions will be done separately. This year we have a special award for outstanding contribution to Bharatanatyam being given to Dr. Sudha Seshayan, who has been an eminent resource person and contributed to several of our projects whenever called upon. We welcome you, Dr. Madam. I welcome all the dance gurus, artists, and other resource persons who are here today, and also the office bearers of all the Sabhas and cultural institutions. I extend a very warm welcome to media persons from both the print and the electronic media. I welcome you all Rasikas of Bharatanatyam, for the year's Thyaga Bharatham, and request you all to enjoy the festival fair for the coming 5 days. Thank you. I extend a very warm welcome to Professor C.V. Chandrasekhar. I did the welcome even before you came, sir. Welcome to you.
Thank you, sir. May I request Sri Hari Shankar to now offer a memento to Sri R.K. Raghavan. I invite Janaki, committee member Natyarangam, to read the citation for Srimati Radha Sridhar.
The text of the citation. Guru Srimati Radha Sridhar. Srimati Radha Sridhar is a renowned Bharatanatyam guru, choreographer, and founder of Venkatesha Natya Mandir in Bengaluru. Born on 9th September 1938 to Sri Appanaya Setlur and Srimati Godabai Setlur, Radha evinced great interest in Bharatanatyam at a very young age. She graduated in Arts and Education in 1959 from the University of Mysore. She is a disciple of illustrious Bharatanatyam exponents such as Sri H.R. Krishnamoorthy, Sri U.S. Krishna Rao and Srimati Chandrabhaga Devi, Sri Muttaya Pillai, Kadur Venkatalakshamma, and Sri Keshavamurthy. Srimati Radha Sridhar founded her own Bharatanatyam school named Venkatesha Natya Mandir in 1969 and has trained over 500 disciples up to the level of Arangetram. She has inspired several of them to become successful Bharatanatyam exponents, and some have established their own institutions in Bengaluru and abroad, like in Australia and the USA. Radha Sridhar is known for her choreographic skill in several dance dramas, notably the Ramayana, Hanumat Vilasa, Manikantha Mahime, Banashankari Mahime, Shantala, Kaveri, and many, many more. Besides these, she has choreographed several items for the Bharatanatyam Margam, like Jatiswaras, Varnas, Tillanas, and Kirtanas, as well as for Devarnamas, folk songs, and light classical melodies. Guru Srimati Radha Sridhar's Krishna Ni Begane Baro, produced for Doordarshan as a teleserial, received high acclaim. She choreographed dances for the well-known documentary Nectar in Stone. She gave impetus to folk dances, and her Gedje, Matadadave, and Shishira Vaibhava are worth mentioning in this genre. Guru Radha Sridhar's Venkatesh Natya Mandir has presented dance programs at the Vishwa Kannada Sammelan Festival in Manchester, UK, and toured several cities across the United States of America, Dubai, and Abu Dhabi. She has presented several benefit performances in aid of cancer research, education, old age homes, orphanages, as well as earthquake and famine relief. She has served as an examiner in Bengaluru University and Jain University. She was also actively involved in the Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy and was a distinguished member of the governing body of the South Central Zone Cultural Center, Nagpur. She served as president of the Karnataka Nritya Kala Parishad. Srimati Radha Sridhar is the recipient of several awards and titles in India and abroad. Notable among them are the Karnataka Kala Tilaka from the Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy, Nritya Visharada from Bangalore Gayana Samaja, the Shantala Award and the Kannada Rajyotsava Award from the Karnataka State Government, the Maya Rao Lifetime Achievement Award from Attendance, and the Excellence Award for National Social Activity from the Global Achievers Foundation. Natyarangam is privileged to honor Guru Srimati Radha Sridhar on the 15th day of August 2017 for her contribution to the field of Natyam. 15th August 2017, Chennai, signed K. Harishankar, Secretary, Narada Gana Sabha Trust.
May I now request Srimati Sujata Vijay Raghavan, Committee Member Natyarangam, to offer a shawl and garland to Guru Radha Sridhar. I have no pleasure in requesting our Chief Guest, Sri R.K. Raghavan, to present the citation and purse to Guru Radha Sridhar. Thank you, sir. We now come to the Endowment Awards. I invite Sri Charu Kesi, Committee Member Natyarangam, to introduce J.B. Shruti Sagar.
J.B. Shruti Sagar learnt flute from Vidwan B.V. Balasai and his father Sri Sudarshana Rao. For the past 18 years, he has been learning from Vidwan Dr. S. Sundar. A mechanical engineer by qualification, Shruti Sagar has been winning dozens of awards and titles, including Rotary Award in 1999 and Kalki Krishnamoorthy Award in 2015. He is a recipient of Central Government's Young Achievers Scholarship, Narayani Ammal Gold Medal, as well as Narada Gana Sabha's Best Instrumentalist Award in 2014. Natyarangam is proud to present the award for Bharatanatyam accompaniment to Vidwan Sri J.B. Shruti Sagar.
May I now request Sri Kannan, Committee Member Natyarangam, to offer a garland to J.B. Shruti Sagar. Charukeshi sir himself will do it. I now request Sri R.K. Raghavan to present the medal and certificate to J.B. Shruti Sagar. Sri K.S. Natarajan, committee member, Natyarangam, will now introduce Satyanarayana Raju.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. It's a privilege to introduce Sri Satyanarayana Raju, who is receiving the Sri Obul Reddy Endowment Award for Senior Dancer. Sri Satyanarayana Raju is one of the most sought-after dancers and choreographers in India, who has been lauded for his soul-stirring performances and staunch training techniques. Despite several obstacles, with enormous efforts, hard work, dedication, and practice, he is a consummate artist who is adored by audiences and critics alike. Sri Satyanarayana Raju is one of those who have successfully made a mark in the world of dance that was monopolized by the feminine gender. We are all aware of the contribution of Natyarangam in encouraging male dancers of Bharatanatyam. Sri Satyanarayana Raju was trained under Sangeet Natak Academy awardee Guru Srimati Narada of Shakuntala Nrityalaya and Guru Srimati Subhadra Prabhu in the Pandanallur style of Bharatanatyam. He was also trained in Kathak under Dr. Maya Rao and Srimati Chitra Venugopal. He is a top-grade artist of Doordarshan and has taken his art all over India, apart from receiving popular acclaim in UK, USA, Canada, Switzerland, France, Maldives, and Singapore. He diligently essays multifaceted roles of a dancer, teacher, and choreographer while training several students at his institute, Sanskriti, the Temple of Art. Several of his students have gone on to receive much acclaim and continue to pursue dance under his tutelage. His unique style of choreography has led him to consistently be commissioned to collaborate with leading South Asian dance artists and theatre artists. His solo thematic presentation, Ramakatha, has received noteworthy appreciation in India and abroad. His organizational skills have enabled him to conduct several dance festivals like Samskriti and Shivaratri festivals under his banner. He has been adorned with a number of awards. Some of them are the Karnataka Kalashri by Karnataka Sangeeta Nritya Academy for year 2016-17, Nartaka Award by Natyanjali Trust, Doordarshan Chandana Award, Kempegowda Award 2013 by the Government of Karnataka, Nartaka Nipuna by Abhay, Chennai, Best and Outstanding Artist of the Year 2003 and 2006, South Carolina, USA, Best Male Dancer Award in the name of Sri Ram Gopal, first recipient of the award in 2010, Yuvakala Praskar, and Guru Padmini Rao Award by Sai Arts International. Ladies and gentlemen, Satyanarayana Raju.
Natyarangam committee member Sri Kannan will offer a garland to Satyanarayana Raju. May I request Guru Radha Sridhar to present the medal and certificate to Satyanarayana Raju. Thank you. I now invite committee member Natyarangam Haima Ramakrishna to introduce Apurva Jayaraman.
Dr. Apurva Jayaraman has been a disciple of Srimati Priyadarshini Govind for the last 14 years after initial training from Srimati Padmini Ravi of Bangalore. She also received special training in Abhinaya from Srimati Kalaniti Narayanan. Apurva started giving solo performances at the age of 8 and has since then come a long way as a dancer, artist, choreographer, and teacher, working under various banners in India, USA, and Europe. She has featured as a prominent soloist in more than 10 of a series of international dance DVDs produced by Kalakriya. Apurva established the Cambridge University Indian Classical Arts Society, CUCAS, creating a platform for young artists in Cambridge to share their passion for the classical arts. Prominent among Apurva's achievements are the Nritya Ratna Best Dancer of the Year Award for 2013-2014, awarded jointly by the Milap Fest and the Arts Council of UK, the Natya Ratna Award 2014 by Trinity Arts Festival, and more recently in 2017, the Junior Fellowship for Outstanding Persons in the Field of Culture, awarded by the Ministry of Culture, Government of India. Apurva was also featured in the Alap magazine as the youngest among women working in the field of arts management and promotion at Kalakshetra Foundation. After having been featured in the monthly program of Natyarangam, Apurva was also part of Natyarangam's commissioned work on the poems of Subramanya Bharati on the topic of Upanishads titled Veda Bharati. And last year, in 2016, she was featured in Natyarangam's thematic festival, Krishna Bharatham. Apurva is also an astrophysicist with a PhD in astronomy from the University of Cambridge, and hence, Dr. Apurva Jayaraman. Natyarangam is very happy to present the Vasantalakshmi Narasimhachari Endowment Award for Emerging Talent to Dr. Apurva Jayaraman this evening.
Natyarangam committee member Janaki will offer a garland to Apurva Jayaraman. May I request Guru Radha Sridhar to present the medal and certificate to Apurva Jayaraman. And now I request committee member Natyarangam Sri Kannan to introduce Natyarangam's very special friend, Dr. Sudha Seshayan.
Dr. Sudha Seshayan. Natyarangam derives pleasure in choosing Dr. Sudha Seshayan for the conferment of a special award this evening. That is the award for outstanding contribution to Bharatanatyam. It is unique indeed that a non-dance personality receives such an award. Not many among you, the audience, but some at least that are new, may entertain a doubt as to the reasoning of our decision. But the fact remains that she richly deserves this award. Though Dr. Sudha Seshayan does not belong to the dancing fraternity per se, her signaling work with spending of his valuable time both on and off stage, either with these Sabha's programs or elsewhere, has been quite significant. Dancers have always profited in their performances and productions by her wise counseling and guidance. Being resourceful in diverse fields, Dr. Sudha Seshayan was always a source of strength for organizers and dancers when they embarked on something novel. To recollect just a few, we can cite her role in Kshetra Bharadam, Tirtha Bharadam, Kavya Bharadam, Dasa Bharadam, etc., staged here. A risky attempt to present Upanishads in the Bharatanatyam format proved the opposite through her unfolding year before last year. And a few years back, the hearts of the entire audience went out with Kunti, the Pandava queen, when she introduced that character for that year's performance. We all know Dr. Sudha Seshan is a medical professional, but even before that, even before she took to the study of medicine, she was steeped in the study of Epic Kambaramayanam, quite young in age. Needless to say, she is enamored of poet Bharati. In these subjects and on other classics, she is a compelling orator. Though most people are familiar with her discourses, her spiritual discourses in print and visual media, she has dwelt deep in the philosophical works such as Thevaram, Tiruvasagam, Divya Pramudaram, etc. She headed the Department of Anatomy in Chennai Medical College, served as the Registrar of MGR Medical University. She is in the International Experts Committee that oversees the recurring publication of the prestigious book, Gray's Anatomy. A Tamil version of Encyclopedia Britannica has been brought out a few years back, but she was the backbone of that production. She was its editor also. Fighting Blood Pressure, Arthritis, Maruthuva Kalanjiyam are some of her medical books. Sri Lalita, Sri Madhva, Devara Mover, Devara Tiruvara, Sirgari Mover, Panchasabai are some of his Tamil religious works. She also translated late lamented Dr. Abdul Kalam's work, Family and the Nation in Tamil. She knows Telugu and Sanskrit too. Valmiki's Sundaragandam has been lucidly brought out as a vivid book in Tamil by her. Pravachana Chudamani, Sudha Saravarshini, Kalimamani are some of the titles that adorn her. She has received many more titles also. She enjoys listening to Carnatic music and witnessing Bharatanatyam also. As Dr. P.C. Ramakrishna mentioned, she is the part of, or rather extended family of the Natyarangam itself. She has always actively participated in the dance workshops that take place at Tennango. Dr. Sudha Seshan.
Natyarangam committee member Haima Ramakrishna will offer a shawl and garland to Dr. Sudha Seshan. May I request Sri R.K. Raghavan to present a purse to Dr. Sudha Seshan. We now have pleasure in presenting the prize for the Natya Sangraham report to Sumana Santanam, and I request Guru Radha Sridhar to give it to her. It's time for the release of the brochure. May I request Sri R.K. Raghavan to release the brochure and for Guru Radha Sridhar to accept it. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment is now upon us. I invite Sri R.K. Raghavan to address us.
Revered Mr. R. Krishnamoorthy, the Secretary of Narada Sabha, Hari Shankar, other office bearers, and Mrs. Radha, Sridhar, and the galaxy of artists and other personalities are present here. I'm deeply privileged to have been invited to this function, preside over and give away the awards, and also speak. Very rarely do I get such an opportunity. I've always been invited to talk on sordid matters like crime, policing, and all that. But a change, I'm enjoying every minute of my presence here. I've been transported to an entirely different firmament. And this has been a very eventful Independence Day for me because this morning I was invited to preside over a function of a private organization which is giving away calipers and other aids to disabled persons. It's a very simple function, hardly 50 people are present. Those who are either literates, semi-literates, or total illiterates. They are present at this function where I could speak to them in Tamil. And such a joyous, occasion to interact with such a kind of an audience. So I was thrilled that my Independence Day began with that kind of a solemn occasion. Here I am here, 2 doors away from my house to talk to all of you, and I'm deeply privileged and to have been invited here. A particular thanks to Hari Shankar, whose father is a great friend of mine. He's a remarkable personality. I don't think we would have had this kind of a magnificent structure. This is a landmark which most of us in Chennai are very used to. And there's a strange coincidence. We have R. Krishnamoorthy, R.K., and R. Krishnaswamy, the secretary, and probably I've been invited mainly because I bear these 2 initials, and the first 2 initials of this name. So I enjoy music, probably dance to a lesser extent. So there's an exposure to dance to the highest form, and I'm happy that I get an opportunity to understand this form of art. It's an exalted art. Unfortunately, the patronage is very limited. But I'm not disheartened by this kind of limited patronage, because ultimately it's the quality of the audience which counts, not the numbers. I remember talking to some gatherings abroad, universities, in the US particularly, where I go and speak on the criminal justice system in India. Sometimes I've had an audience of as less than 7 or 8, but that didn't deter me from telling them what we are in India, especially the criminal justice front. So drawing that analogy, I'm happy to be here, and then dance, if it doesn't attract such a large number, I don't think it should demoralize any of the artists. And I'm told so much of effort has gone into this production, which you're going to see, thematic presentation this evening. And you have this Natyarangam. It's a unique institution. Very few Sabhas have it. A special wing dedicated to dance. I mean, very, very difficult for anyone, any simple or an ordinary person like me to understand the nuances of dance. It's such an intricate form of art, and it'll never die, and it remains, it flourishes. And I must pay a tribute to Sujata Vijayaraghavan, who is a live wire behind many such initiatives. I'm happy Natyarangam Sabha has a separate wing, and it's a monthly performance. And I must congratulate you, Radha Sridhar, for having been conferred this unique award. And then we have several other distinguished artists who have been presented awards. Normally, many of us are skeptical of these awards because so many awards going around. I myself have received 1 or 2 awards. I'm very skeptical of these things. But here, I find a wide spectrum of personalities who have been honored here. This is amazing, including a scholar from Cambridge. I mean, the PhD from Cambridge is no no piece of cake. It's so difficult. So here's a lady who's got a PhD from Cambridge, still shows such a lot of interest in spreading this form of art. All the others, Sudha Session is a household name here. I'm privileged that sharing a platform with Ms. Sudha Session. She's a kind of a remarkable personality who has done so much of service because of literature, to our literature. So I can keep on, sorry if I'm not mentioning each of the awardees because we are short of time. And I wish, on this occasion, I wish Natyarangam Sabha many more years of active service. And Mr. R. Krishnamoorthy is a father figure who has lent such eminence to this institution. And Arishankar and his fellow office bearers, they're all doing great service to the cause of art in Chennai. And if Chennai may be infamous for its water shortage or anything of that kind, but in terms of art, I really feel, recently I posted a short note in the Facebook, which is my favorite pastime these days. I mean, how can Chennai be lowly rated just because we have water shortage and anybody can post wall posters anywhere, anybody can set up stalls on any road? It's so difficult, and traffic is regulated, but it's chaotic. I live 2 doors away, but I won't dare walk this distance, and I'm not very sure that I'll reach this place, because a lot of people envy me, saying that you're just walking distance from Natyarangam Sabha and Music Academy. But I tell you, it's a great feat to walk, survive, and then watch a performance like this evening's. So I'm extremely grateful. Natyarangam Sabha, I look forward to, I come here every other day, so I'm a very familiar figure. I'm sure I'll continue to receive the patronage of Natyarangam Sabha. I can walk in and walk out any time. I enjoy being here, and we wish the Sabha all success, and I just want to avail myself of this occasion to pledge my total support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Sri R.K. Raghavan may deal with crime and punishment during the day, but he's a Rasika at heart, and certainly one in the evening. It is because of people like him that artists like us function. Without him, there can be no art. Thank you very much, sir. I now request Guru Radha Sridhar for her response.
Vanakkam. Sri R.K. Raghavan, former Director and Advisor, TCS Limited, Sri R. Krishnamoorthy, President Narada Gana Sabha Trust, committee members of Narada Gana Sabha Trust, and dear art lovers. It gives me great pleasure to receive this honor from Narada Gana Sabha Trust, and I am truly humbled by this gesture, and thank you for this honor. I am truly in awe of the great work accomplished by Narada Gana Sabha Trust, especially this thematic annual festival, and I am very pleased to be here on the 31st anniversary of this Bharatanatyam festival. In fact, thematic repertoire in Bharatanatyam was first adopted by the great Rukmini Devi Arundel. I have had the good fortune of having seen all her presentations, and I was inspired by her work, which enabled me to get started on my own choreographies. Actually, first 4 days, Rukmini Devi Arundel presented in Kalakshetra 4 days of Ramayanam, Valmiki Ramayana. That I witnessed. I still remember the acting of Sri Dhananjayan, Chandrasekhar, Krishnaveni Lakshman, and Balagopalan as Hanuman. And I can never forget all those pictures in my mind. All my dance drama choreographies, except for Geeta Govinda, has been in the Kannada language. Among them, Chhatrapati Shivaji, Atimabbe, Shantala, Buddha and Amarapali are historical, while the rest are based on legendary literary works such as Abhigyana Shakuntala by Kaviratna Kalidasa, etc. It is my prayer that Narada Sabha Trust continues its wonderful effort in promoting and nurturing this beautiful dance form of Bharatanatyam with an emphasis on promoting the thematic presentations that keep the audience spellbound. I wish to add here that the website of Narada Sabha Trust is very well presented and provides a wonderful view into the great work accomplished by this esteemed organization. I thank you all once again for this honor, and I dedicate this honor to my mother, Srimati Godabai Setlu. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
To wind up this meeting, may I request the Secretary Narada Sabha Trust, Sri Harishankar, to offer a vote of thanks.
Good evening, everybody. I would like to thank, first of all, Sri R.K. Raghavan and Mrs. Raghavan. Both of them, as Mr. Raghavan said, have been regular visitors to the Sabha. I think even day before yesterday, they were here for some other performance. And it's really an honor for us, sir, that you had consented to come and inaugurate the festival this year. Similarly, when I called Srimati Radha Sridhar in Bangalore, and I was kind of skeptical whether she would accept to come down here to receive the award, considering her age and constraints on her travel. But still, thank you, madam, for coming over here and honoring us by your presence and blessing us. Thank you. With this, we'll conclude this function, and then we'll move on to the programs. We have programs for the next 5 days. The first one is going to be on Mahatma Gandhi, done by Satyajit and other co-dancers. It's a very unique presentation. I don't want to break the suspense here. We have watched some of the rehearsals, and it's going to be a new venture in Bharatanatyam. We've been doing several such new thematic festivals every year, but this one, I'm sure people would appreciate this, and it would be indeed a special twist in the tale. So stay over. I request you all to stay over. I thank all the media persons, print and electronic media, for covering this event over the past few days. Thank you all. Stay over. Enjoy the performances. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as our honored guests leave the stage and take their seats in the auditorium, we are going to briefly pull down the curtain, and I would request Committee Member of Natyarangam, Srimati Sujata Vijay Raghavan, to come in front of the curtain and introduce the concept of Thyaga Bharatham. Oh, photo, right, 1 minute. One show.